What is up, everybody? J Nell here after a long little break there with my UFC on Fox. I believe it's 28. Correct me if I'm wrong. It happened on Saturday, so I'm a little late, but I'm back. If you're wondering where I've been, my birthday is February 1st, so I took at least about 2 weeks off. Actually, I went to Mississippi. I went to New Orleans and experienced Mardi Gras for the first time. Please check out my IG and the Twitter and all that because they were lit. I did a bunch of firsts. I ate alligator for the first time. I saw the swamps and the marshlands for the first time. Pulled like 3 all-nighters in 5 days. I had my first little twerking video. So please check out again my IG, my Twitter, and my Facebook to check out all of the happenings that happened there. My first Mardi Gras, which I recommend to everyone. Please experience it for your first time if you are able to. Now, moving on to why we are here. My first recap. I did do 3 predictions on this event, and I did them on Twitter and Instagram. You have to follow those. I got all 3 wrong. I'm rusty. I gotta get back. Okay, let's get into it though. It was another really good event given to us for free on Fox by the UFC. The free cards are always really good on Fox. You have to check them out. I made 3 predictions, so let's talk about all the predictions I got wrong. First up, I thought that Ovin Prue just overmatched Ilir Latifi. He did not. Ilir ended this in the first round. I knew Ilir had a puncher's chance. I knew he had the knockout power. He clipped him early, clipped him again. He had him falling down. He had him standing back up. He had him going across the octagon, kept clipping him. Then he locked on a guillotine choke, and Ovins was so out of it, he didn't even attempt to defend it at all. Not for the hands. He didn't try to take him down or something, because he gets that Von Flute twice already. He didn't try that, nothing. He was so already out of it that he didn't even try to fight it at all. So Ilir won via guillotine choke in the first round. Of course, went straight over to DC very respectfully and said, hey, I'll fight you in a heavyweight, light heavyweight, please give me a shot. The light heavyweight division is kind of with Gustafsson being injured, they're looking for contenders. So after the super fight between DC and Miocic, who knows, Ilir, if he barks loud enough, get some people behind him, he might be able to get that shot. So let me know who you think should be next for Ilir Latifi, whether it's DC, not DC, let me know. Now, on to the co-main event. I did not get this. This one I wasn't surprised. I was just kind of hoping that Tecia Torres would be able to figure out the puzzle of Jessica Andrade. She did not. This lasted all 3 rounds. I knew that hey, look, Jessica got a chin. I knew that Tecia would be faster than her and might be able to put on a higher offensive output, which she needed to do. And she started off great, tagging her up, clean shots to the face that Jessica just walked through. So what do you do when you hit them cleanly, great shots, and they're just combinations and it just walks right through them, gets her to the cage or able to get any kind of hand on her? She was able to pick her up and slam her, I think it was 6 times or something like that. At least 6 times she was able to just muscle a takedown, just WWE style. I mean, Tecia would have perfect takedown defense and it didn't matter. Tecia on the ground at first, she got up several times. She was going for submissions and reverse triangles and all that kind of things, and Jessica would just muscle out of it. She is incredibly strong for that weight division. So Tecia did a good job. I thought she needed more kicks. After that first round, I was like, you need more kicks. You got to, your punches aren't slowing her down. She's not thinking about it. She is not hesitant. So you might need to kick her in the face or take out a will. I was screaming during the match, you need to take out a will. You need to kick her. Because honestly, if she gets her hands on you, she's picking you up and slamming you down anyway, so you might as well take a risk. But either way, she fought her well. It was a good fight. It was a high-skilled fight. I thought it was a good fight. So you let me know who should be next for Jessica Andrade. With a new champion at the straw weight, she might get the winner out of the rematch. Who knows? Let me know who you think should be next. Now, main event. I got this wrong, too. I got them all wrong. I took a chance on Josh Emmett. Actually, I don't know if he was the underdog. He's actually ranked above Jeremy Stephens. Either way, I got it wrong. This ended in the first round with a little bit of controversy. Let's go through the first. To me, these guys were really evenly matched. If you look at my prediction, I said this was a toss-up. I didn't know who was going to win. Very evenly matched. I said, Josh, if Stephens doesn't start headhunting and get overzealous, that and he didn't. He actually got dropped in the first round by Josh Emmett. He clipped him with a shot. They were again. That other than I think that the dropping of Stephens got Josh that first round. Other than that, it would have been super close. I'm not even sure because they both landed shots. The momentum went back and forth. Jeremy was walking him down a lot, but Josh was getting a lot of counter shots. He is a bit slicker, like I said he was, with his shot selection. But again, if he wouldn't have got that drop, I don't know if he would have gotten the first round. Who knows? It was very, very close. All right, so second round, they're getting back both into it. I think that Josh got a little bit feeling himself because even after the knockdown, he was like, you going down to again, he was talking all this trash, and I think he started feeling himself, gotten into a brawl with an exchange with Jeremy Stephens. Jeremy Stephens clipped him. I think it was a left that dropped him. He's trying to get up. Jeremy jumps on him. He's all fours, and here comes the controversy. He starts throwing elbows. Now, look at it, man. I know it's that this has nothing to do with Jeremy. Jeremy did exactly what he was supposed to do. This is all on the ref. But the last two elbows in this first little flurry landed to the back of the head. There's one that almost landed directly just on the back of his neck, and the second one actually bobbed his head up and down, clearly landing on the back of his head, that second elbow. Then he tries to get up. Now, Jeremy kept saying, when I saw him lift one hand off the ground, the ref said it's okay for me to knee him in the face. Yeah, Jeremy, that's if he doesn't have any knees on the ground, boo. Yes, he only had one hand on the ground, but he also had a full knee, calf, foot on the ground as well. That makes him a grounded opponent. I think he got confused on the rules there. Just because he didn't have both hands, he had a full knee. That's a grounded opponent. And no, the knee did not connect on the way up. It connected on the way down, which is still illegal contact to a grounded opponent, and it connected on the back of his head. That's a double whammy. So you've got at least two shots. My opinion, three, two elbows, and the knee coming back on the way down. It bobs his head again. It's an illegal shot. And those are things that the ref should have caught. That has nothing on Jeremy Stephens. You're supposed to fight like you're supposed to fight. Although, again, I think you're confused on the rules. You kept saying the one hand, boo. He had a whole knee down. So I think you were confused there. Also, I hear people saying, well, with the elbows, he turned into it. He turned the back of his head into the elbows. So that doesn't matter. It's the contact that matters. It doesn't matter. You say, well, how could he stop it when Josh turned his head back of the head into the elbow? It bees like that sometimes. You have to set the rule somewhere. How are we supposed to know intent? That's the other thing I'm hearing. He didn't mean to do it. He didn't intentionally do it. Intent doesn't matter. How in the world are we supposed to, in the heat of the moment, get inside the fighter's head and determine if he intended to hit him in the back of the head with an elbow? When we have accidental groin shots, almost all groin shots are accidental. Almost all of them are. You can see the opponents, what happens? They move their body into the kick or something like that, and they get kicked in the balls. What? The ref can't stop it and say, well, did you mean to do that? No. The ref can't say, well, he turned his crotch into your foot, so we're not going to give him the 5 minutes. No, you still get the 5 minutes, okay? So intent doesn't matter. The fact that Josh may have turned his back of his head into the elbow does not matter. The contact is what matters, and that has nothing to do with Jeremy Stephens and everything to do with the ref. So two things can be true. Jeremy Stephens could have had a great victory against Josh Emmett, and the ref missed a call, okay? The ref missing a call doesn't mean anything bad towards Jeremy. Everybody's getting so defensive on Jeremy. Jeremy's not a bad guy. No, he's not. He's a fighter who was fighting. In the heat of the moment, he was fighting. Although he is confused on that rule with the hands because the knee was down. But two things are true. Jeremy had a great win against a great opponent. Who would you like to see him fight next? He can start barking for a title shot, which he did. And the ref missed a call. Okay? So what do you think should happen next? Do you think they should rematch? Do you think that Jeremy should get another? I think Jose is the only person above him because Ortega and Edgar are fighting. And of course you have Max, who's the champ, who should be out for about 8 weeks. So there's not going to be an interim belt. So what do you think should happen next for Jeremy Stephens and Josh Emmett? Let me know what you thought about the decisions, the controversy, all of that. Let me know how you did on all of your picks. We saw Max Griffin get a great win against Mike Perry. So let me know how we saw a great fight against Henry Morale and Kellerman. Kellerman got the victory there. So let me know how you felt about this entire card. It was actually quite good. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on Snapchat now. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.